Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Stollings. You know me here on YouTube as MarauderX, and as always I'm your host for Operation Recap, where I take some of the stories from Rainfall and I show them off here on YouTube, because that's what I do, that's my thing. Little late on this recap, day late, dollar short sort of thing. Yesterday we had some site difficulties, so I figured I would just, scrap the recap for yesterday and, change it and do a new one. So we've got a new Sunday recap, which is a little late, but, better late than never is what they say. So starting off this recap, we've got tomorrow live stream event from Nintendo showing off a new Smash Brothers character. July 14th at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. New challenger will be announced via live stream on the official Nintendo website. So I really don't know. Can the hype train for this get any, higher? Really? We're getting kind of close to it. This is a bit much. But from the sound of it, it's supposed to be a new character. It's not, it doesn't sound like it is a returning character. It sounds like it's something new. At least, I can't imagine them doing a live stream event for a character that we've already had. There was not too much fanfare when a lot of other characters were unveiled. So, if this is someone new, great. If it's another character that we've already had, it seems like kind of a thing. So, but stay tuned to that. Check that out tomorrow. Let us know your thoughts, depending on what character comes out. A second story. This is one of those duh stories. Mario Kart 8 helps drive Wii sales. Really. Again, kind of a duh thing. Alright, Mario Kart 8 has so far been the most successful Wii game, or Wii U game sold, rather. It launched selling 1.2 million units in its opening weekend, and over 2 million in its first month on the market. That's a lot of sales. Well, VG charts, which again, take VG charts with a grain of salt, they're never been 100% convinced on their numbers being scientifically accurate. They've stated that the Wii U was selling about 29,000 units the week before the release of Mario Kart 8. First week of Mario Kart 8 being out, sold 133,000 units. And the Wii U continued for the following week with a healthy 91,000, and then dropping down to 68,000, which VG Charts made a big deal about how this did better or comparable to the Xbox One with Titanfall or PS4 with Infamous, showing how an exclusive title really can drive sales. Again, VG Charts don't trust it, but it is a very duh thing. Mario Kart 8 is a very popular franchise. It's a very, very good game, showing off just what the Wii U can do graphically. And that's like being surprised that Zelda causes a spike in sales. That's like saying, it's one of those things. It is a core franchise. Now, a lot of people think Mario doesn't cause that jump in sales anymore. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't seen, numbers like that to verify. I mean, Mario Galaxy did cause a huge jump in sales for the original Wii. I don't think Mario 3D World caused as much of a sensation. So, it really does depend on the game, I guess. But I would have been more surprised if Mario Kart 8 did not cause that type of increased sales for the Wii U. So, next story we have, so August 24th of this year will mark a very special 20th anniversary for Earthbound. Mother 2, as it's known in Japan, released 20 years ago this year, this August 24th. And as a celebration of such, Takara Tomy is going to be releasing limited edition figures. A set of 5. You will have Ness, Paula, Jeff, Pooh, and of course a Mr. Saturn. And they will be releasing these for about $3 each. Cost about 300 yen, roughly between roughly 1 to 2 inches tall, 35 to 55 millimeters tall, depending on the character. Sadly, there is no word on if there will be an official US release. So if you are a huge Earthbound fan, which most American fans are used to this already, you'll probably have to import this. I'm just saying the truth. Like, if you're a US Earthbound fan, you're used to this level of disappointment. So no official word on the US release. Maybe Nintendo will say sure, why not? Because Earthbound was actually released in the US, you know? It did get a US release officially, so why not commemorate the anniversary here? All I'm saying. Speaking of Japan-only things at the moment, Dragon Quest X coming to the 3DS in Japan. For those of you who don't know, Dragon Quest X is another Square Enix MMO following the lines of Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV. This game has been out for a while and is available on a multitude of systems. It's available on the Wii, the Wii U, PC, and mobile devices. And this game has been overlooked for localization in the US for quite some time. Now it's going to be available on the 3DS as well, giving it yet another platform for interaction. Which, I really think if you wanted to do an MMO these days, that's the way to do it. This many multiple systems, especially handhelds, mobile devices, things that people are already going to have on them so that they could play on the go. That's kind of a big deal. That's, I think, what would keep MMOs going. Because MMOs have kind of stagnated the last couple of years, I've noticed. People just aren't as excited about, you know, releases. Elder Scrolls Online, when it was first announced, got a huge amount of hype, and then not many people seem to care as much. But it is what it is. So if you are a fan of Dragon Quest, you know, keep an eye out for it. But it is one that I'm really not expecting a US release, unfortunately. I would hope that the huge Dragon Quest fans, because Dragon Quest has a very loyal following. The Dragon Quest Dragon Warrior series, their fans are amazingly loyal. That they would make their disappointment well known to Square, that if they continue to overlook this title for localization. Other than that, maybe learn Japanese. That's an import, because, you know, Nintendo's systems are region locked, unfortunately. So that's just all sorts of unfortunate. So those have been this week's stories that I wanted to touch on. Like I said, let me know, you know, in the comments what you think about any of these. Smash Brothers, do you think it's going to be a new character? Do you think it's, you know, a returning character? What do you think about Mario Kart 8? Good game? Not good enough? Was it just good enough to cause a spike in sales and then continue having the Wii U be overlooked by the masses? And what do you think about having to import stuff that, you know, we as gamers shared in as well? We were there when Earthbound was released in the US. We had a release. Why don't we get to share in its celebration? And why don't we get to share in the player base that is Dragon Quest X? Let me know what your thoughts on all these subjects are, and I will see you guys next week